Hey everybody. So I was wandering around Antique Mall today, and there's a couple places that sell nothing but cards. I have to say though that pretty much all or most of the antique shops I've been to, prices are, well, they're overpriced for cards. However, I think I've stated before, it's kind of hard to find some of this older stuff these days because a couple of my local shops don't even bother with, like, say, junk wax or anything. And of course, online with all the postage, things get expensive, so it's hard to find. So sometimes I'll just pay to get stuff for content. Anyway, this was there. It said it was a $10 mystery pack with $20 worth of stuff. My assumption is $20 of retail, and I thought it was cards, but apparently it's packs, I think. Or maybe it's a mixture of both. I don't know. So we're gonna open this up and just see what we get. Only $10, so who knows? Might have to cut it, I think. So I figure for $10, let's see what's there. And I don't know if it's one sport or a bunch. And I see a rack pack. Well, there is some interesting stuff in here, I have to say. So we have an '89 Bowman rack. That's pretty good. Boy, if Griffey Jr. was on the front or back, that'd be great. So that's actually pretty decent. And then we have '88 Donruss, a '91 Donruss. I don't know if the elite cards are in these type of packs, in the cellos. I don't know. I know they're in boxes. And then here's a '91 Leaf. That's all right. And then these bigs are these first, second series big cards are actually hard to find. 1988 for both. So you know what? That's not bad for $10. I may have to go back and get a couple. It's not bad. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packs. Yeah, that's actually pretty decent. I may have to go get more of those. We'll do the '89 last, and we'll start with quote the worst ones. So let's put it in order. We'll go like that, that, and that. Here we go. '91 cello here of Donruss. So yeah, they're all baseball, I guess. I don't know if the others have different sports, but like I said, I'm gonna have to go back and see if I can get a few more. I don't think there's an elite in here, just by looking at the sides. All right, here we go. Sandy Alomar. There's a Brett Saberhagen, who I think should be the Hall of Fame. Stan Javier. Sandy Alomar again. Moises Alou, rookie. You get a couple puzzle pieces it's the Willie Stargell. A Grand Slammer. Billy Hatchers, Mark Langston, Cecil Fielder, Cal Ripken, Hall of Fame. Bip Roberts. Daryl Boston. There's Ryan Sandberg. May he rest in peace. George Brett. Canseco. Leo Gomez, rookie, and Chris James. So that wasn't bad for that pack, really. I will take it. All right, so here's the Leaf. These have the gold leaf rookies. Even though '91, there really isn't too many decent rookies in this set, I believe. Dave Martinez, Another Brett Saberhagen. Ruben Sierra. Ramon Martinez. Eddie Murray, he's Hall of Fame. And there's the puzzle piece, Harmon Killebrew. All right, not too shabby on that one. Let's try the 88. Possible rookies in here. Stan Jefferson, there's another Canseco. Billy Ripken. Mike Greenwell. All right, so let's go with the bigs. '87, 1987 bigs are actually a little better, but that's okay. We have Doyle Alexander, Candy Maldonado, Elvin Davis, Fernando. There's a nice one. Darrell Evans, Dale Murphy. All right. Next one, and then we're on to the 89 Bowman. Maybe get Griffey Jr. That would be great. That would top off everything, right? Rich Gedman, Rick Sutcliffe, Franklin Stubbs, Henry Cotto, Barry Bonds. Nice. All right. So far, this has been pretty good. All right, let's get into the Bowman. I wonder if I can tear this properly, or do I need to cut? I think I need to cut. So we'll just carefully cut across, pull out the cards. So a rack pack of 89 Bowman, I think that's kind of rare, to be honest. I wasn't sure if they had rack packs of 89. So anyway, this one's turned out pretty well. Even if I don't get a Griffey Jr. here, I might have to go see what else is there and possible different packs or whatnot. Why not? This has been pretty good. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see if I can read the scribblings on the front. All right, Ruben Sierra there, yep. Chris James, Benito Santiago. I'm gonna keep him over here. Dan Pasquale, Mark Lewis, Bobby Bonilla, Dave Steve, Jimmy Key, Gene Larkin, Jose De Leon, Ron Gant, right? Yep. Storm Davis, Chris Spazio, Bill Wegman. That one I can't read. O.W. McDowell, Jack McDowell. Hey, Nolan Ryan. That's a nice one. Nolan Ryan there. Okay. John Shelby. Alan Ashby. Richie Ashburn. You know, I've discovered these reprint things, even though you get this thing on the back, are actually worth a little bit. You know, anywhere 50 cents, a buck or two, but if you got a bunch of them, that's a lot. Brendan Smith. Mitch Williams. Chet Lemon. Doyle Alexander. That's Jim Clancy. Dave Schmidt. Jake, Frank, oh wait a minute, that's Frank White. Dick Schofield. Okay. All right, so for $10, I want to say that was pretty decent. We got some pretty decent cards, Hall of Famers and stars, and lots of good stuff here, so I'll take it. Anyway, give me a sub if you haven't already. Click the like button. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.